Hello and welcome to the Smooth Jazz Podcast, Season 2, Episode 1, the podcast where we talk about smooth jazz. I'm joined today by Luke Illis.
Hey guys.
So Luke, what do you think about smooth jazz?
I really like smooth jazz. I like jazz as a genre entirely, but I would not say that smooth is my favourite subgenre of the umbrella genre jazz.
What is your favourite subgenre of jazz?
My immediate thought is bossa nova.
I was going to say the same thing.
But I love this new wave of jazz house fusion.
What, Berlioz?
Among others, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
it Berlioz or Berlioz?
I don't know. I always said Berlioz, but then I like all my uni mates said Berlioz, and it's Grace's cousin. It's Berlioz.
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
And I know everyone who went to go and see him, and you went to go and see him. And is it a he or a collective group? He, the man.
Yeah, seen him twice now.
Damn. What do you know his real name?
I literally do, but I forgot. I think it's Tom something. Should I Google it?
Is it Tom Berlioz? I myself don't actually know any kind of jazz house fusion because I don't like house music.
Oh my god, there's a different Berlioz.
There's a different
Hector Berlioz.
Hector
French composer and conductor. I didn't know that. And his real name is Louis Hector Berlioz.
That's a hard name.
But the Berlioz DJ, Jasper Attlee.
Big up. Jasper.
Yeah, that's
I hardly know.
I call him. Formerly known as Ted Jasper. And that sounds like Tom.
Ted Jasper.
But
and who's your favourite of the King Louis of France?
I'm going to look up which ones there are.
Because there's been a lot. I was going to say 14th.
Whoa, there have been a lot. Yeah.
How many?
18.
18. And Louis the 14th was... When was he? Like...
Oh my god, yeah.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
French Revolution. Who's there? French Revolution!
When actually was the French Revolution?
I'm going to say like 17 something. Well, Les Mis is not about the French Revolution.
Do you want to guess where the time that he reigned?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, the time that he was alive.
Time that he was alive. I'm going to guess born 1641. Am I anywhere near?
That is so unbelievably close.
Really?
Yeah.
42?
No.
Oh, is it in the 1640s?
No.
1630s?
Yeah.
1638?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Seriously?
Okay.
Wait, guess the date.
The date? I'm instantly going to say July.
No.
Okay. November?
No, you're warmer.
I don't know any other months. Warmer? October.
Even warmer.
September.
Yes.
11th.
No. This is a great conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Good chat, guys.
September 9th.
No. Clawwarmer.
5.
Yeah.
Shut up!
September 1638.
That's so cool.
When did he die?
He died in... I think he reigned for a long time. Well, how long do people live in the 1600s? Not that long.
Not that long.
So
But you know what? I think surprisingly long.
So did he make it to, like, the 1680s?
Oh, yeah.
90s?
Yeah.
Into the 1700s?
He did.
Hello! Did he die in 1712?
Again, ridiculously close.
Silly. 1710?
Colder.
Colder. 1614. No, 1714.
Really close.
15?
Yeah.
And it was in March.
No.
February.
No.
January.
No.
April?
No.
This is a great game. August.
No.
December? Fuck. October.
No.
November. What have I not guessed? July.
No.
June.
No.
Fuck.
You said like every month.
September.
Yeah.
Oh, the 5th?
No, but close.
6th?
No.
Did he make it to his...
No.
Okay. So it was the 3rd?
No.
2nd?
No.
1st?
Yes.
That was so good. So...
I'm really surprised you got like so close to the years though.
I'm quite good at French history.
I'm really not. This will be good for a pub quiz.
Yeah, word.
I bet there's going to be... Okay, what are his 2 nicknames?
Louis the 14th.
Yeah.
Alfonso?
Yeah. No.
The Destroyer.
Yes.
Is one of them a noun? Wait, are they in French?
No.
Oh.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I do.
The first one's Louis the Great.
Sure.
Second one is Sun King, which I quite like.
Here comes the Sun King. Do you know that song?
No, I thought you were doing a really weird version of Here Comes the Sun.
Laughing. No, it's a different Beatles song.
He's not a looker, I'm not gonna lie.
Louis the 14th.
Yeah.
And please remember, this is an audio medium.
Do you want? I'll show you a photo and then you can describe him in great detail.
Awesome. Oh, wow. So he looks kind of like... We'll start with the hair. Imagine if a bat...
Imagine if a bat...
Imagine if a bat sort of unfolded its wings and what's that thing when a camera... Like, it's something to do with shutter speed, where it captures...
Long exposure.
Long exposure.
Yeah.
I'm imagining a bat made of hair. Completely wings top to bottom. That's what his hair looks like, but with a bit more...
It's very, like, M-shaped in the sort of curly big hair way of that era.
Yeah, big time.
And his face is...
he looks a bit
really
like a
ugly.
fougasse.
What is that?
It's like a French focaccia. He looks like a fougasse.
Catcher?
Focaccia. It's a type of bread.
Yeah, I know what focaccia is.
It's a type of bread.
But he doesn't look like focaccia, though. He
looks like fougasse.
Which is French focaccia.
It's like focaccia. It isn't.
He doesn't look like bread.
He looks like... I think he does.
He looks like
looks
Tweedledum and Tweedledee if they aged really badly from the live-action Alice in Wonderland.
You know in Night in the Museum 3 when...
I haven't seen Night in the Museum.
Okay.
I've only seen the first
one.
one.
So Dan Stevens, who you know from Eurovision film that I didn't watch.
No, I don't.
Okay. Dan Stevens plays Lancelot in Night at the Museum 3, but like a wax figure.
Oh, yeah, I know who Dan Stevens is.
Yeah, and his face sort of melts and his nose starts dripping as if it were made of candle wax. Because it is. Pussing.
Exactly.
Listener, there is a song called Go See the Doctor by Kool Moe Dee. Give it a listen if you... There'll be a link in the description.
In the bio.
Link in bio. Do you know Linkin Park?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. What is that?
New metal. Basically what that...
Suck the dick, drink the piss.
Yeah.
Kyle Gordon.
Should we talk about something more interesting than Louis the 14th?
Oh, yeah. What do you propose?
I don't know, just think what's the first thing that comes to your brain?
Have you ever been to Dorset?
Yeah, I have.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went once. It was nice.
I swear I've been to Dorset with you, maybe not.
No.
I used to pay you at camp.
No.
I've been to Swanage a few times.
Is that in Wales?
Close to, no, that's in Dorset.
Oh. It sounds like it's in Wales.
That's Swansea.
What's your favourite city in the south of England that is not Bristol? City or town? I'll broaden it.
Can I just talk about something I like? I really like Brighton, even though I've only been once. And I do like London a lot. It would never be my favourite in the south. Also, where are you
I think
the
London's
south
over.
line?
Oh, I'm saying... Oh, that's a good point. Where is the South Line?
Cardiff is a really cool city, but it's not...
I've never been to Wales, but
That's ridiculous, really?
Yeah.
I forget how close I am to Wales, to be fair.
You're pretty close.
Yeah.
Listener, we're in Somerset right now.
North Somerset, to be precise.
Really?
Yeah, like very North
But
Somerset.
you're south of Bristol, no?
Yeah, Bristol's not Somerset.
Oh. In my mind, Bristol is the centre of Somerset.
No. Somerset goes down to like Yeovil.
Like Yeovil Pen Mill?
Maybe.
Sick. Have you been to...
Taunton? That was like, I mean, think about the motorway stops yesterday.
Mark.
We were on that motorway for ages.
Mark. Have you ever been to the, what's it called? North, east, south. So the southeastern corner of England. Because I don't know what's over there.
Oh, like where like Kent and stuff is.
Well, Kent, yeah, but like far that way.
Like Margate.
I guess.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Is Canterbury there?
I don't know where Canterbury is actually.
Okay.
I didn't think so. Is it? Wait,
I don't know. I feel like it
let
might
me
be
Google it.
because I've looked it up.
I know nothing about like east of London because I it's so far from me. I'm surprised you haven't explored that part of the world.
I thought that Hull. I used to think that Hull
Canterbury's
was where.
a city. God, I didn't know Canterbury was a city.
I bet they got a cathedral.
Yeah, but...
You'd hope.
Oh, yeah, no, it is.
It is,
yeah,
though.
it is.
Awesome. I used to think Hull was where
Oh, I've been to
Norfolk is.
Dover to get to, like, Calais.
Did you meet my mate Ben there?
Yeah. Oh, that's where Hastings is. Yeah, my UK geography in that part is really bad, but I feel like it's alright in the rest of it. What other places do I like in the south?
Now, why do you think everyone knows that when the Battle of Hastings was? Is it just because it's a nice sounding year?
Yeah. 1066, yeah?
Yeah.
It's literally, I'm really bad at history. It's the only history
I'm very bad at history.
What's your favourite city in the north of England that's not Leeds?
Great question. You know, are we sitting England or UK?
What, are you going to say Glasgow?
No, I think the only two cities I've spent an extended amount of time in have been Glasgow and Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I like them both a lot.
Do you prefer Glasgow or Newcastle?
I don't know, you know.
And it won't offend me if you say Glasgow.
Oh, I know.
For context, listeners, I'm at uni in Newcastle.
And my friend Imogen is at uni in Glasgow.
Why do you keep calling her Imogen?
I call her Imogen a lot.
Okay.
I used to call her Scrimo.
That's a great nickname, actually.
She gave it to herself when she was a child.
She did.
So, yeah. I know a girl who is at Durham. She said her friend, I can't remember his name, but it's Owen something. His surname begins with O. He tries to get people to call him Double O. And he's a musician.
Durham's a bit...
Yeah.
It's a very pretty city. But,
no, she said Durham is like 2 roads.
Pretty bad.
I've never been to Durham. You know what? I went to York for an afternoon. It's very pretty.
York's meant to be really pretty. I've never actually been.
I think
What's your favourite place you've ever visited?
Ever? I mean, I'm inclined to say somewhere far away. But I don't know. Okay. I don't know where. Place, like... I don't know. I really liked Sri Lanka, and I really liked Florence.
Yeah. Not Barcelona.
I love Barcelona. I do love Barcelona. Yeah, that's true. It kind of has there's a lot of painful memories there. I'm kidding.
Cool.
What about you? Where's your favourite place you've been?
Lisbon. Easy.
Lisbon.
It's the only, it's one of the only places I've been where I was like, I could so live here.
Do you think you will? Would you like to live abroad?
Yeah, I'd like to live in Australia, I think. Well, I know.
Yeah, you would.
That's my plan post-uni. But I like the idea of living in Lisbon. But I need to learn Portuguese. Actually, no, listen, so I need to learn Portuguese. I'd love to know Portuguese. The coolest language, in my opinion.
It is a really cool language.
It's the coolest language that I know enough about to know it's a cool language. You know what I mean? Does that sound make any sense?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's a cooler language, but I just don't know if it's...
Because it's close to home and it's a romance language. We just like...
Yeah, but it's unlike the other ones, you know?
It is. Well, you know what also is unlike the other ones? I think Romania.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Romania, but I know it's a romance language, but
Yeah.
It doesn't
you wouldn't necessarily think of it as a romance
It doesn't
language,
read...
'cause it feels a bit more like Slavic, because it's further east.
There you go.
But I haven't really heard it be spoken.
No, only a little bit at work.
Romania's meant to be quite... I don't know if there's... I keep... Okay, I'm looking at that.
Yeah. What's the capital of Romania? Budapest? Bucharest.
Is it? What? Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, because Budapest is Hungary.
Yeah.
I
want to explore more of the Balkans.
Yeah. What?
My mate is from Albania, and apparently that's gorgeous. It's like Greece but cheaper.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd like to go to
Have you been
Croatia.
to Serbia?
No, but we were talking about doing a little trip, me and my dad and my brother.
Yeah, that's cute.
Like in
Have
the
you
summer.
still got family there or anything?
I'm sure there's probably like one old man. You know that website where you'll have the same thing. There's a website where you can search your surname and see how many people have it. And obviously, no one has your surname apart from your family, and I'm the same because both of our surnames are made up. I can't remember, but it's But then you look it up and it's like, oh yeah, there's like 6 of you and 5 of you are in. Well, it's now 4. Like 4 of us.
I'm gonna search my surname.
Let's find out. My surname is made up because you already know the story.
What's your surname? Made up about.
Do you not know the guy?
I'm sure you told me.
I probably have. There's a guy who, I'm gonna get this wrong, but there was a guy who was fighting in a war that was like Serbs versus Turks, and his name was Anthony Simeonovich, and he was called Anta for short. And then he, in this war, I think got his arm chopped off by a saber, and then Colak is the Turkish word for like one-armed, I think. So they called him one-armed Anta, Colak-Anta, and ich obviously is the suffix for son of. So yeah, that's why all the Serbian football teams are Ibrisiano, Vucevic, and such like. Emmy's got a Serbian friend.
Okay, well apparently there are Illises.
Yeah. Because I've never heard that
There's
name.
There's a Fanny Illis.
Hello.
There's another Eliza Illis.
No way.
No way. 1842, she was a dressmaker.
That's so sick.
In the Warwickshire 1861 census.
Damn. Where's Warwickshire? Midlands?
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is interesting.
I like
Honestly, there's
family trees.
There's
stuff.
another Maximus as well, actually.
We went through the dog's family trees and all of the
I think they might just be
parents.
making up names, to be honest, because there's
Really?
no way there's not. I might go. What's the most like reliable
I don't know.
source for this? Oh wait, no. This
Probably
is
like
Ill's
the
ancestry.
there'll be some like official records somewhere, like in a physical.
I think ancestry
place.
is meant to be quite good, right?
Mhm. I don't know. I don't look this stuff up very often.
I really want to do one of those 23andMe things.
What, to
But-
see if you're like sub-Saharan African, or to see if you're like have the coriander soap gene?
Both.
Mm.
But I don't know. I've been told that it's really bad because then they keep your DNA and then they like know whether you're gonna get horrible diseases and then they hike up your health insurance.
Oh. Yeah, that's not great. I don't really know what
New Jersey.
insurance is.
Herman Illis.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's some in the US,
No way.
but I don't know if they're related to them or not.
It's only one way to find out. You have to drink their blood and see if it tastes good or bad. Alright, guys.
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna search up Colak-Antic.
on the beach, but I still want the bees. Oh, I'm not a good person at all.
Kolak. Is there a hyphen?
There's actually a different spelling that is the Serbian spelling, with a T in it.
Antic.
The T precedes both C's.
There's a lot of antics and there's a lot of Kolaks, but I can't find any Colak-Antic. Colak-Antic. And why is everyone from Illinois? I think they're making this shit up.
Illinois.
Everyone's from Cook
Imagine if
County,
I had
Illinois.
family in Illinois. Have you ever been to America?
No, I've never been outside of Europe until Morocco the other week.
I would love to go to America. I think it would be so fun.
I'm a bit scared of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, obviously. And you can't eat eggs because they're too expensive. And,
That
also
is the
gun
one
violence.
thing
That's
putting me off.
that's terrifying.
And also what?
Also gun violence.
Yeah.
But at the same
I
time...
just don't understand how anyone can ever live there.
No, yeah. I don't understand when Brits move out there and live there. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
that's
to
crazy.
me. I
Can I
get
have a
it.
piece of toast, Sean?
Yeah, please. Yes, please.
Question for the listeners. Would you like a piece of toast? I can have one.
Drop a comment if you would like a piece of Jason's sourdough. Jason's sourdough, by the way, best bread readily available. But they don't have it in my local Sainsbury's. And also, if they
Would
did,
you buy
I couldn't
that?
afford it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No. I don't even buy bread, low-key.
You know.
No, I don't really eat bread. Sometimes I wake up hungover craving, like, shit white bread.
Yeah.
And I will just, like, lie in bed and eat
I
half
buy
the
shit
bag.
brown bread, which has no benefit whatsoever because it's shit and not tasty.
Yeah, there you go. I really I had a phase of just every morning I would have a fried egg sandwich with 2 pieces of white bread and butter and 2 fried eggs and then a sugary tea. And it was like a really good week, but it was a bad week for my like arteries, I think. But it was delicious. She's the ugliest girl on the beach,
How do you feel about tomato sandwiches?
but I still want a piece. Nat's Nourishment, you know her?
Her name rings a bell.
She's like quite a posh girl, blonde, does cooking reels. That does not narrow it down. but she made us tomato sandwich that looked really like an open bagel with loads of butter and capers and herbs and salt on top. Looked
There's loads of mayo and white bread. That's what you need.
Yeah. The thing is, I can't. If we were in Spain, I would so do that. But I'm so mistrusting of the tomatoes in this country. I just couldn't do it. They were nice yesterday, but that's because you dressed them up nice. That lunch yesterday was delicious. I've actually had some comments from fans asking me what is that.
Who replied?
My auntie said, so delicious. And I can't remember who else. Someone replied and said, what is that? I haven't got around to responding.
In a good way or like a gross?
I don't know. I couldn't really read the tone of it.
I was going to rank.
No.
I was going to make a tomato.
Listener, are you a cut the mold off type of person or a eat the mold type of person? Or a throw the whole block of cheese away?
I'm going to throw the whole cheese away.
Honestly, with cheese, I don't even eat cheese, but cheese is mold. Let's just get that straight.
Yeah.
If organic produce is moldy / soft, or the wrong shape or colour or texture.
Not if it's the wrong shape or colour or texture, just if it's...
Not the shape. I mean if it's gone the wrong colour, and it was a different colour a few days ago, and now it's clapped. If my spinach is now brown, I'm not eating it.
It depends what format.
Yeah, that's true. Would you eat the, like, slightly wet salad at the bottom of a bag? I would not.
Depends.
Unless you're, like, blending it into a sauce.
Yeah.
But I'm not using our blender because it's about that big. It's, like, silly.
Well, I don't more at uni.
At uni.
I don't have a blender.
Otto has a blender. We
If
made...
I had a blender, I would recommend so much.
What the blender?
What do you want on your toast?
Butter, please. Yes.
See, I love butter on toast, but it would never be my first choice for
There's nothing to put on the toast at my dad's house other than butter. So.
I like just putting weird shit on my toast.
Yeah, you do. You're gonna put mustard on it.
I'm gonna put pesto and feta.
Our face it is covered
You're
in
crazy.
mustard. Butter and
Especially
feta.
when I'm home from uni, I'm just like, I might have to use all of the ingredients that we have.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah.
I think, is there a good place to end the podcast?
I think we need one more conversation topic.
Okay. Can I randomly generate a topic on your computer?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That should be what the podcast is. Low key. Okay. She's the ugliest girl on the beach, but I still want the bees. Oh, I'm not a good person. Don't copyright me.
Shade of the baobab tree.
Okay. Oh God. Okay, Luke, what's a goal you've given up on and do you regret it?
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Honestly, being having a career in the music industry,
Yeah?
or like just being a professional musician.
That would be fun. And what would you have changed to get there and to continue pursuing that goal?
I don't know, because I'm happy with the path that I'm on now.
Mm-hmm. What is that path in terms of professional?
Well, sciencey. But I mean,
But
the
you
door's
are
not
very
closed,
musically talented. And that door, you're right, that door is not closed.
However, I was on a really good track to be like abnormally talented, you know what I mean?
Were you
But
a
now I
musical
just
prodigy as a
play
little
guitar.
boy?
And like not very well compared to a lot of other people.
But you can play drums.
Yeah. But I'm like now it's a hobby, not a vocation, you know what I mean? And it used to be the other way. What about you? What's a goal you've given up on? And do you regret it?
I don't know. I can't think of any goals that I've had or have. Oh, when I was a child, my career goal was to be Mary Berry, but I've since given up on that because it's not really a possibility.
How does that make you feel?
Well, basically, I wanted to be Mary Berry when I was a kid because I loved Bake Off, as I still do, and I was like, Mary Berry's job is to eat cake. But you know what? I still can eat cake.
Yeah.
Thank you for the toast.
You're welcome.
Sorry, there's cheese all over that, so I'm gonna get my own plate. Hope you don't mind.
Okay, you do that.
Thanks. Yeah, that's the illegal. I wanted to be Mary Berry, and then I wanted to be J.K. Rowling. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right. That's just because I loved Harry Potter, and I wanted to be a writer. I don't think I want to be a writer though.
How do we all feel about the UK Supreme Court ruling?
Well, I know how Amy Lou Wood feels about it. Because she put in her Instagram story, pure rage. This country is like a living hell or something. And I was like, big up Amy Lou Wood. Hey, don't you love Amy Lou Wood? She's just
really
the
her.
best ever.
Did
Gotta
you get a bit
watch that
cyberbullied the other day?
Well, yeah, because the SNL did a sketch that was like funny, but then they just there was the joke about her character and White Lotus was just like on her teeth, so silly.
Oh.
It was a bit flat. Even though I like Sarah Sherman, but she's kind of annoying. Do you ever keep up with SNL? Because I do.
No, I see clips on TikTok every now and then. But every time I watch it, I think it's good.
Yeah, I used to be really into it, and now I'm not. But I do sort of check in. Like how I check in on Dan and Phil. Is there anything you watched as a child that you now like will check in?
Honestly, not really. I never watch YouTube anymore. That was my big thing.
What YouTube did you watch when you were a child?
A lot of Minecraft stuff. Like, Dan TDM. Stampede.
I know that name, but I don't know who that is.
The Diamond Minecart.
Mm-hmm.
These sorts like Jacksepticeye videos.
Oh yeah. We watched him and Markiplier.
Yeah.
We watched Markiplier play the Impossible Quiz.
What was that game with the Happy Wheels?
Happy Wheels. Yeah. Great game.
Great game. So, should we call it?
Yeah, so that's the podcast, guys.
Thanks for tuning into the pod.
Yeah, check back in next week for more chat about smooth jazz. I may have a different guest on, or it might be Luke again, we'll see. Well, probably not next week, because I won't be with you next week.
Well, ain't that sad?
Ain't that the break? There's the breaks. Yeah. Thanks all.
Bye.
Bye.